And right now it's time for that time when we have our special guest. Tonight's special guest is Grant Chilcott. Grant is an entertainer and is here to remind us of the wonderful romantic period of music when the crooner was king. Grant has some great news. He has a new CD ready for the market. It's dedicated to the memory of lyric craftsman Mitchell Parish. We welcome Grant Chilcott as our special guest on The Beat Goes On. Grant Chilcott, welcome to The Beat Goes On.
Thanks for having me, Sport.
Now, Grant, you're here today. Something wonderful has happened. You have a brand new CD on the market.
I've made about 5 albums, and the last one was the Hungry Man album back in 2000. And I thought, you've got to keep doing recordings.
You do, don't you? It's in your blood.
Well, it's like writing, but like an author writing books.
Can't stop writing.
Had this for 25 years, and I thought it's a good idea to let people keep in touch with you.
Just before we go any further, we'd like our viewers in New Zealand to know what a great singer you are. Tell us all about this clip.
This is a clip that we had filmed in about '85, and I released this song with my Wentworth Brewster ensemble of the time, and it was a cover of Nat King Cole tune, and it did wonderful. It was just it
suited the times.
It took off, and we got up to number 19 on the top 20, and it stayed there for about 8 weeks, and a great start to my career.
And this was with Wentworth Brewster. This was your band, wasn't it, at the time?
It was and it was me as well.
Yes.
It's because a lot of people think I'm Wentworth with Brewster, so the name sort of continues to. I'm continuing to use the name because Grant Chilcott Wentworth Brewster. That's why hence I've called the album Grant Chilcott Wentworth Brewster.
So let's have a quick look.
Thank you.
Do I hear you saying you got hurt? Did you say that she's a flim-flam flirt? Are you saying that some double-dealing doll went and did you dirt? Well, Bob, welcome to the club.
Oh, Grant, that is a wonderful, wonderful form of music.
Thank you, dear boy.
What made you, I mean, when you were doing that, at the time, everybody was into rock music and pop music, but you loved that form of music.
How did it all happen? I collected Art Deco furniture, and I just liked the period, and I kind of lived the life, and I liked getting dressed up, and I'm not wearing one now, but I like those wingtip collars. I used to wear those, and I just loved getting dressed up. And I was performing, because I was working in the room service of a hotel, and we did a Christmas show, just for 3 of us from room service. And I think we did Ain't Misbehaving was the song. And one of my fellow room service people said, gee, Grant, you're very good. And it gave me confidence. And so the repertoire just grew and grew and grew. And I kept on to that 30s theme, because I liked the music of the 1930s, and we had the dress for it too. But that went longer. We've got to extend because people have putting on the Ritz parties. Which I could do all night if you wanted me to, but they really wanted some Beatles and Stones and Mustang Sally towards the end of the year.
Now, this was the period where I would be in Auckland, Grant, and I would go to corporate functions, and every time I walked in, it was Grant Chilcott with Brewster. You were so popular.
We were called the darlings of the trendoids because we dressed up nicely. People could rely on us, not wearing a band in uniform. It was a novel thing, and I did a lot of. It's like in the early days, I'd just do a lot of patter to fill up because the repertoire wasn't there. But I've gone on now. I know thousands of songs now.
People wanted to dance together again, didn't they? They wanted to put their arms around each other, and they wanted a bit of romance, and you seemed to fit the bill just perfectly.
I got up to speed pretty quickly at getting the tempos right for cha-chas and foxtrots and waltzes.
But there is a yearning out there, isn't there, for people to go back to, Rose and I often talk about it on the show, that sure, rock music's great and so is pop music, but then along comes rap music, which is even more unromantic, and people still have that yearning to touch each other and to dance with each other properly, and you provided that outlet, didn't you?
Well, I still do. And
and still do, of course.
And I'm often, people call me and say, where can we come and see you perform? Where are you? We want to go and dance. It's when you're singing, it's just sing in front of dancers. It's it's a joy because you're providing the music and you're having the chance of watching very good dancers perform.
So what is the buzz when you're up there and things are going really well? You can feel the people loving it. What are you feeling?
Pretty joyful to make music, because it's like laughing. You know, it releases endorphins, so it makes you happy.
Yeah.
Plus, I have a wonderful collection of musicians, and I enjoyed listening to them playing too. You know, that's another bonus.
Now, when did it all start? Let's have a little bit of history here, Grant, before we play one of the tracks off your album. You are a baby boomer. Are we allowed to know the age, Grant? Or the year you were born?
1954.
1954ish. You're a classic baby boomer.
Yes, I suppose I am. I was born out west, and at a younger age, small age, I went and had a rural upbringing in Waimaku, which is on the turn off to Muriwai. And I went to the lovely primary school, Waimaku Primary School, and Kaipara College, and I went to Henderson High School for or Horrenderson High School, as I've heard it called, for a little time. And I had a rural upbringing, and I loved it. And I loved my brother and I would love putting on 78s and getting the spoons in front of the big window and pretending that we were singing.
You were doing it right back there.
Yes, too right.
Yeah. Okay, where did that come from?
I kind of love being. I'm a bit of a show-off, so I always was.
Mum and Dad musical? Did they? You think it came from there?
No. Yeah, my father had a good tenor voice. Yes, he did. He could sing. He could hold a tune.
Yeah. Are you our New Zealand Tony Bennett?
I'm a bit of all. I mean, I admire Tony Bennett, like Frank and Mel Torme, and I do a great Dean Martin. I did a Dean Martin album a few years ago, Dean Martin hits. Something
a little bit of all of them.
Of all of them, yeah.
Now let's talk about the new album. Here it is here. It's called, we're going to look at the title, it's called Songs by Mitchell Parish.
Yes. All the songs are written by this wonderful lyricist.
He writes the words.
He wrote the words. He wrote the words.
Yeah.
And just over the years, I love checking out who wrote the songs. You'd like a song, you look on the sheet music, and it's written by so-and-so. And I just kept seeing, this is a good song. It's Mitchell Parish. And I'd see another one, and Mitchell Parish.
So a little bit of history about Mitchell, because we don't know him that well, do we? Well, I don't know him, so...
He was, Tin Pan Alley, hired for $12 a week by Irving Mills Corporation. He actually wrote one of the tracks in the album is called Mood Indigo, which was written by Duke Ellington. And he wrote it, but I did the research, but his name's not on the credits because the publisher just Irving Mills, and Irving Mills did this a lot. That because he was paying this guy $12 a week, he just put his own. He put Irving Mills, written by Irving Mills and Duke Ellington, but Mitchell Parish wrote it, and so it was funny in those days.
And he wrote that wonderful song Stardust, didn't he?
Yeah, with Hoagie Carmichael.
Wow, so he's right up there with the biggies.
Yes, he's. I think he's written about over 600 tunes. It's great to give credit and bring all these songs, together in one place. I can't see any evidence of anyone ever doing the Mitchell Parish songbook. I mean, they might do Cole Porter and they'll do the Gershwins and they'll do these, but
you're the first in the world to do Mitchell Parish.
Well, as far as I can tell, yes.
What about a little piece from the album? Which song would you like to sing for us?
It's too hard to choose, Gerard. Could you choose one for me?
What about Moonlight Serenade? That sounds lovely. Do you want to? You could stand up and.
I stand at your gate, and the song that I sing is of moonlight. I stand and I wait for the touch of your hand in the June night. The roses are sighing a moonlight serenade. The stars are aglow, and tonight how their light sets me dreaming. My love, do you know that your eyes are like stars brightly beaming? I bring you and sing you a moonlight serenade.
Very good, very good. That is wonderful, Grant. Wonderful voice.
Too kind, dear boy. Too kind.
Love it. What a wonderful Christmas present that would make.
That's what I was thinking.
Yes. So where could we purchase a wonderful...
It'll be officially released next year. But if people would like...
Which is not far away next year.
Yes, that's right. But I've got the go-ahead from my record company, and you could just go to my website.
Yes, you can get it off the... Yep.
Yeah, my website, if it's going across the screen there for us, please. And you can have a listen. I've got some sample tracks up there, so you can listen before you purchase, just to a little snippets from each track. And you can just follow the thing, follow the thing, and we'll get them out to you pronto.
And of course, Grant, if somebody would like to come and see you on your website, does it all show? Does it show where you're playing?
Keep up to date. Yeah,
Oh,
I've got
excellent.
some parks things happening next year.
Now, Grant, normally we give away 3 CDs to our viewers. So is that all right with you?
It's my pleasure, dear boy. Yes,
right.
of course.
And we need a qualifying question. If you can write Mitchell Parish in the subject line and the email that you send to me, Jared@thebeatgoeson, 3 lucky viewers could win one of these.
My pleasure. My
Oh,
pleasure.
it'd be wonderful. Grant, thank you for coming in today.
Oh, what a delight.
And we're going to see you again next year, I'm sure.
Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you, Grant.